What's going on, guys? My name is Crypto Chris and I'm back with another cryptocurrency breakdown video of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP and EOS. Before I jump in this video, guys, you already know what you need to do. You need to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment in the comment section, tick the little bell to get a notification for when the next video drops, guys. And like I said in my previous video, if you've got any requests, any altcoins you like for me to do a quick breakdown on, please leave it in the comment section. All right, guys, let me jump straight into this. So today I like to start my cryptocurrency breakdown video a bit different to other videos. I just want to replay the price of Bitcoin, of what's happened in the past 10 months or so, guys, and just show you what's been happening. Where are we now? What can we expect to happen in the very near future? So I've done a rewind of the price chart and I've taken price to before it capitulated to $3,100, and I'm going to press play now and I'll just do a little running commentary of what happened. So first of all, guys, what was happening here? We were in a bearish structure. So what was happening? We were making lower high, lower high, lower high, after lower high. That is a bear market structure where market fails to climb higher than previously. So if I press play, I just do a little commentary of what's happened. So I'm pressing play now. So price was bouncing in between this $6,000 region. I mean, at this point, people were saying that this is the bottom. We're going to start climbing up. This was capitulation. And then you had the bears that were shouting, no, price is about to go down even less. It's about to go down to 3,000 and below. People were saying 2,000, people were saying $1,500, and we just had this sideways price moving. And as we got into November, price was steadily climbing lower and lower, and as you can see, we're getting towards mid-November and price was showing a lot of weakness. I mean, was failing to even break above 7,000 at this point. So people, including myself, were just expecting for this drop. And then we had that massive red candlestick, bear flag, and then we had this massive drop, guys. Look at this. Any minute now, boom. That took us under 5,000 for the first time in many months, and that was the and this is when we started to capitulate. Look at that, boom, under 4,000. Price tried to recover, but it failed. Price was getting pressed further and further down. And as you can see, there was a slight little bullish rally, if you like, but then it just failed miserably, guys. And as we got into December, we had this mighty candlestick of doom. Boom, boom. And that took us any minute now to $3,100, guys. And that was the yearly low for Bitcoin. So if I just fast forward this. So we had this slightly recovery. I mean, it's only so far BTC can be pressed down till we start having some, like, a relief rally, if you like, guys. But then again, it was just a failed rally. I mean, we were struggling to even get above the 50-day moving average, let alone the 200-day moving average on the daily time frame. So once again, look, we had more sideways price action, guys, and this carried on all the way till February, guys. And then if you remember, in February we had this slight rise where we was looking to make another a higher high, which people said this will take us out of this bearish structure, but it was just another fake out. So as soon as price touched, we slammed back down again. So as you can see, this is the mini bullish. Look at that. Boom, straight back down. We climbed higher. People were saying, right, we're out of the bear market. No, back down again, guys. So this price action, sideways price action, carried on to April the 1st, guys. So we're coming up to mid-March now, guys. As you can see, it was just sideways action, guys. This is pure accumulation. So these big financial institutions here were accumulating BTC at these low prices where they were getting it under $4,000. And then look, come April the 1st, they flipped the switch. A lot of sell orders were paused and a lot of buy orders were put back in. And look, we had this massive engulfing bullish candlestick, and this took us out of this bearish structure. If I just pause this, so this whole region here, guys, up to this last high was a period of accumulation. It was a bearish structure, guys. It was just pure sideways action, and then we had this massive bullish engulfing candle, and it took us out of this bearish structure. So we'll carry on pressing play. So then price just started going sideways and was forming what was found out to be another bull flag, and price was climbing. I mean, we had these climbing higher, then we had these retracements, climbing higher, then retracements, but price never fell below the 4,400, and price has just been steadily climbing. As you can see, guys, look at this. We had this absolutely parabolic rise in Bitcoin. Look at it. If you watch how this played out, it just climbed higher and higher and higher, and then we got into this ascending triangle formation, guys. You can see it, how it's forming. Boom, broke out of this, and then we had sideways, and then boom, we broke to $9,100, and then we had this candlestick of doom, guys. It was an absolute roller coaster, yesterday's price action. So we boomed to 9,100. People were screaming, right, 9,500, 10,000 is on the cards now, guys. But then we had that reality check, and crypto humbled a lot of people once again. We had this massive double wick to the upside, wick to the downside. But look, price touched on this trend line, and then again on this daily time frame, we seem to be forming a hammer, and we're briefly over $8,400. And if you guys remember a couple of videos back, I was saying how 8,400 was an area of resistance. As you can see, it wasn't. We struggled to break out, and we couldn't break out until we had this engulfing candlestick, which took us above. We had sideways action, then we briefly broke above 9,000, and now we touched the trend line, and now we're slightly over 8,400. And my short-term predictions, if you like, we need to break above, no, actually, let me correct that. We need to close above 8,400, and then I think that would signify another attempt to break and actually close above 9,100. I mean, a lot of people are still pointing towards the CME futures gap that had to be filled once again. I mean, apparently this was the cause of this candle here. So apparently this was another CME gap fill. Apparently the CME futures expired yesterday, and that was another gap fill. So what we're looking at is we need to anticipate these CME futures. It's something we need to take into consideration, obviously, because if it's due to expire and prices breaching higher, you expect an absolutely savage pullback in price. So yeah, that's a quick BTC breakdown of what's been happening, guys, and where it took us. I mean, in my opinion, I believe we can get to 9,500 as long as this candle closes above 8,400, and I believe we could even retest 8,000 sorry, $10,000 once again. I mean, if we look what's happened before, whenever we've had a savage pullback, we've always climbed higher, and I think it's indicative of these massive wicks that have been having. When you get wicks like this, guys, when you get big wicks like this, guys, it just shows you that there's a lot of buy orders set in this region. So when you have a price touches, it quickly recovers. It just means there's a hell of a lot of buy orders, and the buying pressure is not eased off, guys. So that shows me the bulls are still in this market, guys. The bulls still want to take the market higher to 9,000 and beyond, guys. So once again, a quick recap, looking for a daily close above 8,400, guys. I think if this happens, if these candles start closing higher than the previous candle, I mean, you could already tell what's kind of going on here, guys. Let me just get this trend line tool. So as you can see, guys, we've already got this nice trend line forming, guys, which is taking us higher and higher. With each wick is closing higher and higher. Each candle is moving higher and higher. And I believe if we have a break, we can see another massive bullish engulfing candle. That it would not surprise me if it took us up to this region where we had previous resistance. As you can see, this would be an area of resistance once again. Look at this, all these rejections, wicks that we've had here. So it would not surprise me if we wicked to about there, consolidated, and then actually moved even higher. Right. Let's move on to Ethereum. I mean, to be honest, Ethereum just basically mimicked what Bitcoin was doing, but once again, another bullish formation. Look at these higher lows that were forming. Look at this, boom. Each time these lows are going higher and higher, guys. It is respecting this trend line that I've had basically outlined since mid-May, guys, and this is end of May. Look at that, boom. Once again, look at these wicks. These wicks touch this region, shitloads of buy orders set in this region, and look how quickly price recovered. I mean, this shows me again there's a lot of buying pressure still in this market. I don't think the bears have full grips of this market just yet. I don't think that big sell-off is not come yet. That big 25% plus correction is not on the cards yet. I believe price can be taken higher. So again, once with Ethereum, I'm expecting we need to close above here, above this wicks here, above here. So if we close above this region, I believe this can take us to 280, possibly breach higher for again retest of that $290. But once again, Ethereum will follow what BTC is currently doing. But once again, it is looking to reverse to the upside. Let's move over to XRP. Once again, very similar. XRP has been respecting this trend line that I've had outlined since beginning of May. It's making these high lows. Look, once again, even that after that savage drop yesterday, again, it respected it, and price is looking to recover to the upside. And again, what's massive wicks, a lot of buy orders set in this region here, and I believe price could even wick to this trend line. I mean, we had this trend line forming, guys. It was respected 1, 2, 3 times. So in my opinion, it is a valid trend line. Look what happened. As soon as we broke under here, price absolutely melted down. I think about, let's have a look. So as soon as we broke out this trend line, look at that, 10%. You could have taken a short in that position, and you could have set buy orders here, and then you'd already be in profit. Right, next up, EOS. If you remember my analysis, I think it was beginning of the week. Once again, trend line respected. I mean, these trend lines are getting a lot of respect recently, in my opinion, guys. They're getting a hell of a lot of respect. If I just get the drawing tool out, look at that. Again, respected, and it briefly touched the 50-day moving average on the 4-hour timeline, and then look at that. This has also got to do with the anticipation of the big news that EOS have got outlined. They said there's big news coming out, so this was a good buying opportunity down here, guys. And look, price has absolutely started surging to the upside, and I think by the end of today would possibly retest these two higher wicks of $8.50, and I just want to show you where this fib setup, where it just, I mean, these fibs can't be placed any more perfectly, in my opinion, guys. Look at this. So let me just get rid of the drawing tool. Go back on here. So if I zoom out to the daily time frame on EOS, I just want to show you where this. So if I go into the 4-hour, so I think I took out the fib here. So if I bring it back, so actually let me draw it again, guys, so you can see what I mean. So I've got this, so I'm going to draw this fib. So I'm going to take it from this high to the low. And look at that, guys, perfection. I mean, look what this, where the 0.27 and 0.618, where it lines up to for the upside targets, guys. It falls within this region. If I go to the daily time frame, you see why I've got this pink area here highlighted. I mean, look, this is where we've had previous resistance, guys. Look at this. We had this wick here closed under and this previous high, and look, these fib setup falls right slam back in between. So in my opinion, especially after this bullish engulfing candle that we've had on the daily time frame today, guys, I mean, that's a bullish candle if I've ever seen one in my life. And it looks like if this one closes above the opening of this candle, I believe price will try and breach these regions of around about $9 and possibly $9.50. So I'm very bullish on EOS. If the news is as good as it says it's going to be, we're going to see an absolutely rocket ship in price, guys. And just for transparency, I am currently in a swing trade in EOS, guys. I bought back down here, guys, because as soon as there was the rumors about the big news, I bought, I think it was within this region here, guys. So I am currently in profit, and I'm expecting for price to breach higher. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment on this video if you've enjoyed it. It is an 18-minute video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you get a lot of value out of my videos, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video, and I'll see you guys on the moon. Crypto Chris over and out.